Hello and welcome to HawkTalk. It's my Hawk Geek Culture podcast where we talk about geek stuff, nerdy stuff, and all sorts of awesome. My name is Danny Shepard. Joining me as always is my lovable band of good starting with Jeremy Lee, Noel Shefflin,
I am me.
Jody Smith.
What it do, baby Bill?
This is the second time we're recording this episode.
True.
Because, you know.
The first time malfunctioned.
Yep, our camera broke on us.
Yep. It blew up. It did
Like
a
the
backflip.
first time.
Like the very first time.
I feel like we need to pivot away from what Jeremy's going for here.
So we had a scintillating conversation about Kingsman 2, a film that three of us have not seen, but Jeremy was explaining the whole thing at length. We'll give you the fast version right now.
I really want to do a Western video, and since the new Red Dead is coming out, we should plan one for that. And since I just saw Kingsman, I want to do a Western in the style of Kingsman, which you guys haven't seen yet, and you don't know, but there's Kingsman, England, Statesman in the States, and they're all cowboys, and it's so dope. Agent Tequila, Agent Whiskey.
What? Are you for real?
Yeah. It's
Who's
dope.
Tequila? Channing Tatum?
I don't want to know.
Agent Whiskey is Pedro Pascal.
I'm really excited
That's great.
about this movie, but apparently we need elevator music for the podcast because it's just not entertaining enough.
Jeremy walks in the grocery store. I forgot the next line.
A skillet do, the skillet dee, and a skillet diddly do. We were talking about Billy Joe from Green Day right before this, so we're singing Green Day songs.
What?
Billy Joel Armstrong.
So, yeah, definitely need to see Kingsman so we can talk more about that for sure. But a western shot in the style of Kingsman would be super sick. I love Matthew Vaughn. Love his style. He's very good. He's very cool.
You could hella shoot a Western out here in Vegas.
It could be like a mix of
That would not
Red
be
Dead
hard at
and
all.
Statesman together.
Yeah. Could
That'd be dope.
we shoot during the winter?
Yes,
And
I
not
want to shoot
during the
as
summer.
soon as possible
Good.
in this season in Las Vegas.
Because it is very hot. And it's getting cooler, guys. It's actually cold when you go outside. It's
Yeah.
not going to snow.
It's finally under 90 degrees during the day.
Yeah, I guess cold here would be considered 70 degrees. I'm like, ooh, it's a bit chilly. 75 degrees.
Ooh, 75.
Chili Willy.
I'm not used to it being this cool.
Chili Willy.
LOL.
So, Harrison Plott from Patreon asks, would you guys do a minute matchup with a Game of Thrones character?
You were pitching.
Yeah, I was pitching a Jaime Lannister or Jon Snow versus someone. Aragorn? That was you?
Yeah.
I think I said Luke Skywalker or some Jedi, but then you said
Luke
he had the Force and
Skywalker.
he would just kill Jaime Lannister. I'd be like, yeah, you're right, but no Force is allowed.
Oh,
You just I just imagine like any Force character fighting any non-Force character, just like boom, boom, just like picks him up and slams him on the ground with
you
the Force.
crush
Why
someone's
do you think it's
spine
that
using
easy?
the Force.
Yeah,
That's dope. I want to do that.
dude. Darth Vader choked a fool through space.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was literally looking at a monitor in what was it, Empire Strikes Back, and the guy's like,
Yeah.
it's just like, is he Force choking him across space? I'm sorry, that's like broken OP power.
Yeah, dude.
That's that op.
Hey, man. He's the most powerful Force user in the time. Go.
So, who do you guys think would win?
Until his son.
Lord Moldy Shorts or
What?
Darth
Wait,
Vader?
Who the hell is Lord Moldy Shorts?
The dude from Harry Potter.
That's
What
great.
does this mean? For those listening to the audio, Tony took the what is it?
It's a sponge.
The sponge,
windscreen.
the windscreen off of his mic. I just set it in front of me.
It is an offering for the gods.
So Tony approved. So who do you guys think would win?
I mean, who?
Lord Moldy Shorts and Darth Vader.
I don't know who Lord Moldy Shorts is,
The
bro.
dude from
He who must not be named.
Dude, the guy who always like points up in the sky and that's what he always,
Harry Potter.
Every
You
time.
will lose.
Remember the trailers for like the last 3 movies? Yeah. Every time you would see Voldemort, he's fucking just screaming at the top of his lungs with
That's
no
true.
nose.
Hey,
He
man.
really was. He was lacking a nose.
Hey, Ray Fiennes is a brilliant actor.
I'm just gonna keep doing that.
So what's the question? Who would win between him and Darth Vader?
Yeah.
Darth Vader.
Yeah.
We don't know that. We've never seen your boy Moldy Shorts with a lightsaber.
Why would he have a lightsaber?
What?
Why would it be
That
called a
sounds-
lightsaber?
That sounds so bad.
Dude, okay, technically,
Lightsaber.
Voldemort. If okay, so jumping over, crossing the worlds, right? If he figured out within the universe that the Force was a thing, don't you think his magical dark skills could actually tap into that?
no.
He doesn't have midichlorians.
Oh,
Yeah, man, he doesn't-
That's why.
will
Doesn't have
ruin
mini-
you,
He doesn't
It's
have mini-
canon, dude.
Hey man,
It's
chlorine
canon.
Doesn't have many chlorines.
Canon.
dude. Chlorine sucks, man. I hate the way it makes your skin feel when it dries. It's terrible.
Guys,
Dude, I was that weird kid that wouldn't swim. Not because I was like super self-conscious about myself. I hated the way chlorine
It's all about
felt on
that
my
salt
skin.
water, bro.
Dude, I hated it. I was the kid at the party that wouldn't swim based on the fact that when it dries, it feels like there was like a film over my skin that if I moved, it would crack.
Get it developed.
Dude. Oh,
Very nice
You're
word
stupid and
association.
I hate you.
If you guys are wondering why we're so ridiculous today, we have been all editing and having meetings about stuff all day. We're all very tired. Tony just got off of work. But we got great news. Good things are coming. Lots of dope stuff happening. Got some really good news today from like multiple facets of good news.
Yep.
So things are going good. Knock on wood. Hopefully you guys will see a cool minute matchup soon, but we got even crazier, cooler things coming beyond that. So
Yeah.
we're excited
Yeah.
for us and for you. Okay. So the answer to the question that was asked is,
Yes, we've thought about it, but we probably won't do it.
I mean, the costumes, like good-looking costumes, are expensive, and then location, we would have to probably shoot up in the mountains.
Looking costumes are expensive.
Yes.
What other?
Yes, they is.
So Lauren on the Twitter asked, if you guys, no, let's do this one. What's your, no, let's do this one. If you guys had to pick one song that played every time you walked into a room, what song would you choose?
Oh man.
Yeah?
Wait.
Okay.
Either Easy by the Three Commodores. No. By Lionel Richie and the Commodores. Or Faithfully
So every time you walk
by,
into
by
a room,
Journey. Yeah.
Faithfully is playing.
Yeah, dude. That's epic. I don't care what you say. Or Easy.
Easy like Sunday morning?
Yeah, that's just easy.
Easy like Sunday
It's just so dynamic. You could literally use that song for almost anything.
Okay. What about you, Danny?
I need a moment to think about this. I have no idea.
Africa.
Africa is my theme song. I imagine this is my theme song. It's gonna be something epic. It's the Attack on Titan theme song. Scares the crap out of everybody the second I walk into a room.
Wow.
Okay.
So what about your theme song, Jeremy?
what is
Free
that?
Bird.
By Leonard?
Yeah.
By Leonard Skinner? Dude. Man, that's a long song.
That is a long
That
song.
track is like 9.5 minutes.
I'm
dude.
known to overstay
Yeah,
my
dude.
welcome.
Oh, well, you better watch out for this guy. His puns are out of control.
Wow. WTF, mate. My theme song would probably be
Jesus Walks by Kanye West.
No, I knew he was gonna say that. No, it's got to be a Kanye song, bro.
Nah, that's perfect.
Gotta
I'm
be.
okay with that.
No,
Bum,
No,
bum,
but the
bum.
instrumental.
Just the instrumental.
No, we'll do.
Just the sample.
I like "Power" by Kanye. Actually, we'll go
Power's
with that
pretty
one.
good.
Dope.
It's a pretty dope theme song.
Dude,
That's a good one.
Dude. There are so many of his songs, like production-wise, that are just so epic, dude.
Yeah, dude.
So epic.
He knows how to produce a track.
You know what I would probably do, actually, now that I think about it? Carry On My Wayward Son by Kansas.
That is a great song.
I feel like if I walked in, I'd be like, all right, carry on my wayward son.
Have you heard The Pinnacle by Kansas?
Yes.
Yes. It's like a prequel to Carry On My Wayward Son.
Have you
Right?
heard "Kansas City" by
Is it?
Kansas?
It's a, or is it The Pinnacle that's the prequel to Carry On, or was it prequel to
I feel like
Dust
I
in
kn-
the Wind?
Dust in the Wind is a great song.
Yes, that is a great song. I can't remember right now. I don't recall. This is a great Justin Bieber.
We'll listen
once
to it
a-
after the show. It'll be great.
Sure. I love me some
Or an
Kansas.
Eagles song. It's got to be an Eagles. Oh, no, wait. Oh, man, I didn't even think about this. Big Love. Big Love by Fleetwood Mac.
Dangerously in love.
Dude, what about Comfortably Numb?
Comfortably numb.
I don't know. That's a
I
theme
love
song.
that song, but when I'm walking in a room,
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that's a weird one.
okay. No.
I mean, that fits you.
Dark Deeds. On Star Wars Episode 3, when Anakin slaughters all the children.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
That theme song.
Great.
Awesome.
Sorry, not children, younglings.
Oh, you know what? I changed my mind. I changed my mind completely, actually. I was going to go complete left field here. I want Thunderstruck by AC/DC.
Nice, dude.
Wow. Okay, that's a big
if,
jump.
If we want this as like a theme song, I want that shit as my theme song.
That song's pretty dope, dude.
That song gets
Oh,
you pumped.
This one comes from Sean Laird. Why do you look like Nev from the show Catfish? I'm just kidding. People actually say that to me all the time. I don't see the resemblance, but I guess people do.
I don't know. I think I've heard people think you look like BJ Novak.
I hate that one.
I don't think you look anything like that guy. I think you may have like
No,
the same
I
color
don't.
eyebrows. That's it.
Same color eyebrows?
Yeah. I mean, as comparatively to the skin, because your skin tone has actually a lot to do with the way your eyebrows look to other people.
Do mine look purple?
No, they don't.
Have you guys, speaking
You're
of this,
lying.
Speaking of what, Danny?
so I'm gonna say, Sean, I'm gonna say your actual question is asking what characters or people think we look like. What do you guys usually get? Who do people compare you to?
Jesus. And I'm like, you mean the white Jesus?
You mean white Jesus? No, Jesus. No, you mean white
No,
Jesus.
you definitely mean white Jesus.
Yeah, sounds
yeah.
about right.
I get that all the time. Actually, it's fun to hear people tell me the ways that they think I'm Jesus. Like, they don't always just say you look like Jesus. They're like, second coming.
Jesus.
They just say that to you.
Second coming.
Hey, I get that a lot.
That is absurd.
It's pretty ridiculous. I'm sure you got it a lot when you had long
Oh,
hair
yeah,
too.
dude. I always get random, so random. What's that one guy that got famous off of? He did like YouTube or Vines, YouTube videos where he would just put his hair in a bun. I got that guy all the time.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know.
talking about.
Yeah,
I
know what you're talking
forgot his
about.
name.
Steve.
There's another guy that
Steve.
works for SourceFed, I think.
Chris Hemsworth.
I don't think it's that. Pretty sure it's not that.
Sam Basher?
He's got long hair.
Oh.
No, you're not SourceFed, but there was another guy.
Mike
Maybe it's
Falzone?
IGN. I don't know, but I've seen him before, and there was like, oh yeah, you look like that guy. There's a lot of. I got Chris Hemsworth all the time, like when I would put my hair down specifically.
What about
I
now?
got Jesus.
Now you can get Chris Evans.
Now I get, actually, lately I've gotten Jake Gyllenhaal. I think I told you guys this. Like it was a good week. I had 3 or 4 people like, dude, you look like Jake Gyllenhaal. I was like, what? I don't look anything like Jake Gyllenhaal. I think my
don't.
hair is the same.
I was gonna say your hair looks like Jake Gyllenhaal slightly.
In
From Prisoners.
Southpaw.
Yeah.
Oh, Southpaw. No,
Or
Prisoners.
Prisoners
Sure.
and Nightcrawler. The hair is the
Oh
same.
yeah.
That's it. Like he's
He's like
He looks-
super lanky in that.
yeah. Well, he just not even that. He looks very like
It's different than you.
yeah. He just looks almost like ethnic. Like he looks like he has some form of almost like heavy culture in him. Where I'm like, I look like a white guy, dude. I know what I look like. I look like a white dude, and it's cool. But I don't look like Jake Gyllenhaal. Hey, I like that shit though. Thank you. Sweet souls.
Has
for
anyone
calling
ever
me Jake
told you
Gyllenhaal.
you look like anyone?
Bruce Lee.
Really?
Okay.
Who else?
I've gotten Peter Petrelli, the Milo Venti Mocha Frappuccino from
Okay.
Heroes.
Milo Venti Mocha Frappuccino.
What is you talking about? Who?
Milo
dude from
Venti
Heroes?
Frappuccino.
Milo, or is it Milo?
Milo Ventimiglia.
Venti Mocha Frappuccino. I think that's how you pronounce it.
You just laying your mic to rest.
That's it for you, Jeremy, Bruce Lee.
What other Asian people do you guys know?
Jeez.
Hey, dude, my boy's like Colin Kaepernick over here with the shade that he's throwing.
Okay. All
pretty
right,
bright,
moving on.
Sports.
Sprots.
Who's your? Okay, this comes from F at Deadshot_ on Twitter. Who's your favorite Batman villain?
Oh, man. That's a very complex question. Who is my favorite Batman villain? Because the easy answer is the Joker.
The Joker.
But Batman has such a wide variety of foils that sometimes seeing the Joker as the villain gets old because they do it so often.
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
Dr. Freeze to you.
Dr. Freeze is yours? Yeah?
Why?
Just because of that animated series episode.
Yeah.
It's
'Cause of
pretty
his-
heavy, Doc.
Because of his backstory is...
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What about you, Mr. Knoll?
You saw some of his backstory in Arkham Asylum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They definitely touched on it a little bit, and
was
it's
dope.
It's great. He's great in Arkham Asylum. He's so cool looking. Frozy, icy spaceman. What about you, Tone?
Either Red Hood or Two-Face. Two-Face specifically in the Long Halloween. I think I've said this before. Long Halloween is by far my favorite Batman story of all time.
Mm-hmm,
Because of the twist at the back end of it.
How long was it? Yeah, that's
It's
what
like
I
a whole
thought
12 months, I think, right? Like a whole year.
of Halloween.
No, not Halloween. Basically, it starts on Halloween and then ends on the next Halloween.
So one long Halloween.
You got it.
No.
Wow.
Probably Two-Face because if you haven't read that, I highly suggest reading that comic. It is freaking incredible. I like every single page, like I would usually read it at work or I'd read it like on my off time and I would have to get other things done. I'm just like, dude, I don't want to stop reading this. But I have to. So every time I'd come back, it was just a really cool experience. And Two-Face specifically, and Two-Face's accomplice, unknown accomplice until the end of that. I'm not going to say who it is, but because of that story.
Did you read Hush?
I did not read Hush, actually. I have Hush, and I haven't read it.
Dude, read it right now.
Do you know
Right
what
now.
do you know how it ends? Do you know how Hush ends?
I have not read
Bruh,
it.
read Hush.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hush.
do that.
Ready? You're gonna read it right now. Bam. I
How was it? Was it good?
That was so good, dude.
Wow.
He didn't read it.
I didn't read
What about you, Nolton?
Red Hood. Definitely Red Hood.
See, I don't know if I consider Red Hood a villain anymore. Like, I considered him a villain at one point, but it's hard to consider him a villain still, especially now the way that he's being presented. So, but yeah, probably the Joker. Joker's a solid answer. He's just got so many great stories. But Ra's al Ghul is such a sick villain. He's so
That's a really good villain.
interesting. I love every story that contains him as well. So I would say if I want to give a cop out answer, Joker, but if not, Ra's al Ghul. You got another one?
No, you could take one.
Fernando Rodriguez from Facebook asks, "What are your guys' thoughts on the new Hellboy as well as the images?"
Yes.
What did you guys think?
Dope.
Very nice, very nice.
Dope.
My sentiments is exactly.
What?
It's just one of those episodes, man. It's just one of those days.
No, I think it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Dude,
I wonder what style of movie it's gonna look
Me
like.
too, man.
Because the 1 and 2 were very steampunk.
Yeah, they were definitely more colorful than what I've seen in this new one. Like the promo images for this one look really gritty, very gritty. So I wonder if the movie is going to reflect that really dark, more real world tone. Because I didn't see the first two movies. I've seen pieces of them.
what?
Yeah, you didn't know that? I've seen
Whoa!
pieces of Hellboy 1 and 2.
What?
Dude, 1 and 2 are so good. There's a reason why everyone wants 3.
Did you watch the Zero one?
Dude.
Two, actually, let me rephrase that. 2 was kind of steampunk influence.
Yeah.
1 is just, I don't know. It like the Max Payne movie.
Yeah.
Like influences, or not influence, but like that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure
How
Max
so?
Payne. Or Max Payne and Constantine, like that kind of dark, mature type tone.
Yeah, no, Hellboy, I remember.
like,
You
Dirty
think that the
City.
new one is gonna have that tone, like a Constantine?
That's what I'm thinking.
I think
Yeah.
Hellboy's gonna have like a mix between like a really gritty Western. It almost looks like because of the yellow that you see and the orange tones that you see in it. So I'm thinking like you're gonna get kind of almost like a. I'd like to see some kind of aspect of horror the way that they integrated into Stranger Things, and then like getting to see that dark context of like Daredevil on a superhero level. So I want them to mix those two.
What if they make the lighting like how you said about the promo pics so far? Like it's very reminiscent of the actual pages of the comic.
That's
book.
what I
So
want.
I wonder if the movie looks like a painting.
That would be
from
Like
a comic
Sin
book.
City esque.
Not as much visual effects heavy, like
Yeah.
compositing like that, but like almost the lighting,
Paint
the way
splatter.
the lighting looks on him for the promo pic, it looks like it was a certain technique in lighting. I can't remember what it is, but like kind of almost
the Kugler
Renaissance.
effect?
What? No.
The Kugler effect. It's a
The guys
common
just
lighting
heads up just to give
technique.
you
Bro,
some
that's
fan
nothing.
preface. That's nothing.
That's
That's
not.
like everybody
Don't-
Google the
don't
Kugler
go-
effect.
Don't go to
do that,
film
dude. You're just gonna be
conventions
wasting your
and
time. It's
ask
nothing.
what a Kugler
It
effect
reminds me
is.
of like
You'll get made
classic
fun
Rembrandt style lighting painting.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, I can see that. I can definitely see where it's almost like
Renaissance painting.
the lighting is coming from a natural source,
Mhm.
but it's very subtle. I can totally see where you're coming from. Like I loved how it was almost like it was the light was glaring, and then everything else was almost like shrouded in darkness.
high contrast.
Yeah, it just looked really cool, man. He just
On a somewhat similar note, I had an idea once for doing a comic book short, like just based off of any dark comic book character, but like make the video looking like we'll shoot it live action, but then there's some post techniques to make it look like it almost looks like hand painted Monet paintings, but just moving in motion.
I'd like to see that.
Yes,
Like.
that would be cool. Let's do it.
Jin
like-
Kui.
What?
Is that actually David Harbour, or is he wearing a muscle suit?
I think he's wearing a muscle suit.
think
I
that's
don't know
almost-
though,
I'm almost positive he's wearing a muscle suit.
because Dave Harbour. I mean, Dave Harbour's a big guy, but
Because if that's him, he got jacked
out of nowhere.
crazy out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he's known this entire time after season 1 of Stranger Things that he was going to get this role.
Strangest things.
We'll probably know in Stranger Things too if his physique looks more.
Well, they can cheat that. Look what they did with Chris Pratt in Parks and Rec. Even though when you look at him like in the last 2 seasons, you're like, you're buff.
Yeah, you got ripped now.
Yeah, you're
He's
buff.
just he said you just stopped drinking beer.
Yeah, you're buff. You can't fake that anymore, dude. You got too buff. Where like Dave Harbour, he's always wearing long sleeves. So we only got honestly one shot in the entire Stranger Things where he didn't have his shirt on.
Interesting.
2 shots, I think. But he was I don't like not to be judgmental. He was not in superhero shape. during
Oh
that-
yeah,
that
I mean he
first
didn't need to
season.
be.
Yeah,
It didn't call for it.
I
for
do
the-
not blame you, dude. Drink that beer.
It's just the character didn't call for it.
Hey,
Okay. I mean,
What do we
he's a
got?
dad. He's a dad. Drink it.
this crayons
We can
What do we got next?
on the black slippery.
stop that.
Oh man.
Let's
Oh man.
see.
I'm sorry guys. I am just like dead exhausted. my brain is not working
Hey,
very
dude.
good. Jace York asks. He says I have to know whose man is this.
Whose man's is this?
Also love you guys. We love you too, Jace.
Is you is or is you ain't have gas
Did
money.
you watch or did you see Constantine?
I did. Wait.
The Keanu Reeves movie.
Of course.
Keanu.
Love that movie.
Yeah, dude. Constantine was dope.
I loved that movie.
I liked it.
I actually didn't see.
Boy.
I
Constantine.
don't know why
Super
people.
dark, dude.
There was like a
Constantine
lot
either.
of people who were vocal about not liking it.
Because of all the changes that they made from the comics. And I imagine that they just weren't a huge fan of Keanu. But I loved it, dude.
Okay, that's fair.
Dalton Scott on Facebook asks, do aliens exist?
I mean,
Pretty sure, yeah.
I'm-
Probably.
I don't-
Highly probable.
highly. Yeah, like I'm gonna go with a highly probable answer here because, like, I don't know. You know, like I still don't know, but makes sense if they did. Definitely would make sense.
Ever expansive universe, it would seem unlikely that there is not intelligent life or life of some kind somewhere in this universe.
Yeah.
That we literally have not scoured at all. Like we're literally just barely kind of traveling around our solar system, not even our galaxy.
Yeah.
So like how the hell are we supposed to know?
Who would have thunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Alien
That's
stuff exists.
it's a little scary to think about how far in distance everything is just in general, you know? And it's like, it's funny when you hear people say, oh, I don't think aliens exist. And you ask them why. And they're like, well, it just seems improbable because we would have found them by now. It's like, well, no, we definitely wouldn't have found them by now. What does that mean? By now, by how, when? Like, what's the ratio? What's the ratio and when we're supposed to find something universes
find
apart?
them by now,
As in,
by now, like
the last
in the year,
100 years?
like
or?
in 2017. By now,
Didn't
or
we
like
not even know Pluto existed up until like not that long ago in the
would've
grand
found
scheme
them
of
by now. So humans have been around for like what 100,000 years, or current modern day humans. Earth is like 14 or no, what? Yeah, 14. No, not 14 billion. The universe is 14 billion, give or take 14.7 billion.
Yo, that
1930.
sucks.
Pluto was discovered.
1930?
It
Earth
took us
is like
until
4 billion.
1930 to discover it.
Did you know that they are they're considering redefining? So they're considering labeling moons of Jupiter planets instead of moons.
Oh,
just because
dang.
They have that, like they're like Titan geologically is similar to Earth in terms of like dynamic.
Also, someone suggested the theory that Neptune, I think Neptune or Uranus, no, Pluto and Uranus, because it's Uranus and then Pluto, right? So Pluto is actually Uranus's satellite moon, but because their orbits kind of cross each other at certain points, and they're trapped in each other's gravity, which is, there's some validity there with their orbits, but that's interesting.
Oh God, can we stop talking about space?
Also, did you know that if you laid out the timeline of the Earth on a clock, like for example, like starting at the 0, like noon hand, going all the way around, like start of the Earth and to present day, everything up until now, human life is only taking up the last second at 11:59 p.m.
Science.
Compared
bitch.
on the whole clock.
Did you know?
No, we
that-
would have found them by now.
What's
though.
the? Oh man,
Did you know
I
that-
can't talk about this right now?
Did you know Pluto's moon is almost as big as Pluto?
Sharon?
Sharon, yeah. Almost as big as Pluto. It's literally like this.
It's just lumpy. It's like lopsided.
It's just like it's not that much smaller.
Lumpy and lopsided.
Did you know that there are auroras on Jupiter that are bigger than our planet?
Yo, what about Planet 9 though?
Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
Sorry. I can talk about space all day.
Same
Yeah,
here, man.
dude.
This is
Not me.
Space up in this bitch.
This is related but unrelated at the same time. I follow Neil deGrasse Tyson on Twitter.
Same.
If you're not
He's the
following Neil
best.
deGrasse Tyson on Twitter, follow him because that guy is awesome.
Great. He's a
And
great man.
he keeps on posting. He keeps on like poking scientific plot holes in popular,
Belief.
well, it's just like popular content. So he's like, you see, in this episode of Game of Thrones, there's no possible way that the chains would be able to pull the dragon up like this. The chains would be straight. And then he's just like articulating why this is scientifically incorrect.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, Neil deGrasse Tyson ruins everything. This is awesome.
You know what's also cool? Since he's a scientist, he can actually take criticism. So he once tweeted out something about like he'd rather be in a plane than a helicopter if one of it like malfunctions and starts to go down, because at least a plane can glide to a stop and kind of soften the landing. If you're in a helicopter, you're pretty much just a falling brick. And someone tweeted at him and saying that's actually false. It's actually pretty safe to be falling in a free falling in a helicopter, because there are techniques that you can use to change the direction of the rotors with the lever, and it's a common technique. Apparently, it's way safer to be falling in a helicopter, a bricked helicopter, than it is in a plane.
Oh,
Plane
what?
is like crash landing. Helicopter, you can wait until the last second because air is being pushed up through the rotors. You spin it, or you change the direction of the rotors at the last second, and it kind of creates lift, and you land safely.
Huh.
And so he was like, you know what? You're right. And saw a video of it, looked it up, researched, and was like, okay, you're right. I redact my statement.
Nice.
Redacted, dog. Redacted.
Hashtag
dog.
redacted.
Hashtag redacted, dog.
Cool. We got any pilots out there? Please explain some more.
Actually, my cousin's husband, so cousin through marriage, is actually helicopter pilot.
Oh wow.
He's a helicopter pilot for a very famous person.
Oh wow.
At least he was. He was. I don't know if he's definitely. I think he's retired now. But
What
yeah,
famous person?
George W. Bush.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
He piloted Marine One.
Holy crap.
Yeah, he's a total badass.
What a job.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah. And yeah, he's a pretty cool dude.
All right.
He's awesome. So yeah.
You got a question?
I don't have a question. Oh, this is a question for Tony. Dambot asks, vodka or whiskey?
Whiskey. Whiskey Tango.
Whiskey.
Vodka.
What about
Vodka.
you, Danny? Vodka or whiskey?
Vodka.
How about you, Jeremy? Vodka or whiskey?
Whiskey.
Vodka.
What about you, know?
Water.
Water.
H2O, bro.
You know how to make a good martini? Use gin. Stir it for 10 seconds while watching an unopened bottle of tonic.
Okay.
Who do you guys? Harrison Plot asks, who do you guys want to play Red Hood in the DCEU if we
Me.
see him cast? Yeah, obviously Noel.
Noel.
Noel is the only option.
Cool. No, moving on.
Who else?
Else,
Michael B. Jordan would be cool.
interesting choice.
That is a very interesting choice.
Shia LaBeouf would be cool.
Oh.
I would not be as cool with that.
That's very controversial,
Yeah,
but I
definitely
would
not.
not. I
You're a Shia fan,
I would,
bro.
dude. I would watch the shit out of that.
No thanks. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind Shia. I just as Red Hood, nah.
Oh, dude,
Christopher Mintz-Plasse.
Okay.
you're a good boy.
You're a good boy.
You're a good boy.
Brad Pitt.
No, Zac Efron.
Whoa.
Yeah, Zac
I was
Efron
actually
for
thinking
sure.
Zac Efron might be a good choice too.
No, I
Zac
think Zac
Efron.
Efron would be perfect because
Okay.
He's already got the build. He looks like a damn superhero already.
I feel like Zach would be a better Nightwing than he would be a Red Hood, though. I think Red Hood's a little more rough and tumble.
I mean, you
know
can.
what I mean?
That's why I think Shia would be such a great option there.
I don't think Shia is rough and tumble.
no, but he's
He's got the
he has
capacity
internal
of doing
struggle.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
he definitely has the capacity. Have you seen Fury?
I definitely see it. Yes.
He definitely
I
has
can
that
s-
darkness.
I can see what you guys are saying,
Mm-hmm.
but visibly, aesthetically, I just don't see him
just don't
fitting.
like I think that you'd probably want someone a little bit more traditionally better looking. Is that what it is?
It's not that. It's just I just don't know if I see Shia as Jason. I just don't. It just doesn't seem to fit.
That's
to
fair.
me.
How about Jason Bateman?
what?
Yeah, dude. Jason Bateman. That's perfect. Awesome. Yeah.
Marlon Brando.
Marlon Wayans.
Actually,
Yeah, I know. He almost played Robin
True.
in Batman Forever. Did
Oh,
you know
nice. Nice.
that? Yeah. I guess they
Good
scrapped it.
looking
'cause-
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That movie not great.
Who else?
movie not great.
Who else? I think.
How
one of
old
the,
are we going? We
This
going,
is hard, dude, because like we could get someone that looks like Jason, right? Like one of the what was that kid's name? One of the kids from Big Daddy, the little kid, the twins.
Rouse.
Yeah,
Cole Sprouse.
the kid that's in that Archie Riverdale. That kid, he looks great
Yeah.
with black hair. I think if they gave him a good workout plan, got him in really great shape. But that's the thing, I've never seen him with that darkness that Jason has.
Yeah.
Like
As long
I've
as
never.
that workout plan is free 99.
That was a Kanye West reference. So,
Shut up.
Dylan O'Brien.
Okay.
Kinda
He's
see
getting
that.
to the age where I think he would be a good fit. He's a solid actor.
Yeah.
I think Liam Hemsworth would be a good option too. He's too tall though. He's a pretty tall.
He's a
guy.
very tall, but he's what, 6'3"?
He's 6'2". He's an inch shorter than Chris. I think.
That actually could work. That actually could work if Nightwing
I don't know.
is.
Liam Hemsworth doesn't seem very rough and tumble to me.
I don't see it either.
He seems more Nightwing than anything.
He's Jason is supposed to be like 6'1", depending on the medium, and then Nightwing is supposed to be 5'11", depending on the medium. So Nightwing is shorter than Jason, and Batman is usually like 6.
Why don't we just hold
2
auditions?
to 6'4"?
Let's call them up.
Yeah.
Hold auditions.
Is there an actor or actress that you guys would love to work with as a director or as an actor? This comes from Jason. From
Jason Todd.
Actor or
Patreon.
actress? Oh, dude. I think, I don't know, like actor-wise, I'd love to work with someone like Brie Larson. I really want to do a romantic role again because I feel like that's really what stretched the comfortability that comes with being an actor. I think after a while you get really comfortable in front of camera, and that's
Your emotional truth.
yeah, for me, I want to work with another actor that is almost pushing me to get to a different layer, and I think being in a role that's romantic but also specifically destructive romantic, and I want to do that because I think that it would add another layer not only to my psyche as an actor but also like as a person. I'd like to work with someone like Brie because I think she really pushes herself. I mean, she's an Oscar award-winning actress, and it was like a total like stardom, like rise from the ashes type of story where like no one really believed that she could do it, and she did it anyways. I think I'd like to work with someone like Emma Stone.
Frost. Got it.
Director-wise, either Edgar Wright or the Coen brothers. Coen brothers specifically because they have ties to George Clooney and Matt Damon, and I automatically would be able to.
Damon.
Alrighty. I would automatically probably get to rub shoulders with those guys, which would be freaking dope. And obviously, it's a Coen brothers movie, so you get to like
Roger Deakins will probably shoot.
yeah, and like you get to for me, it's mostly like obviously I'm an actor and I'm there to act, but I would get to see what these guys do. Like, what are they doing? What kind of cues do I need to pick up on within this scene or that scene to figure out how to pass off? Because I don't know if you've ever seen a Coen Brothers movie. The subtleties are endless. The subtleties and the psychological, like, subtleties that come with those subtleties are just so ridiculous. You're just like, you have to really be watching this film, and I think that that's really something I would love to like touch on as an actor. Obviously, I've thought about this a lot.
Yeah.
Probably. You know who I think would be really fun? Seth Rogen.
Yes.
Seems like that dude has a lot of fun on set, and that's
Like you'd want to work with him as an actor or as a director?
as an actor.
Okay.
Like I would like to work in. I would like to do a scene with Seth Rogen, like one of those improv scenes you always see those guys doing. It's just like, just go to town, just be ridiculous, and just see what works.
There are shots in This Is the End where like they break, like they
Yeah.
break, and you can only see it from like the other end where you see one of them like start shaking, like convulsing, like uncontrollably, and then they have to cut really quickly. Like, dude, that guy was laughing. He was hella laughing.
You can see Seth Rogen like his back is like moving.
Yeah.
He's laughing.
That part where like James Franco and Danny McBride are screaming at each other about, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
dude, there's a shot
Where
over the
Seth is
shoulder,
just, like, straight
and
up
dude,
laughing.
Seth is he like crunches his body down and he's shaking because he's laughing, and they have to cut back to Danny because it's so funny.
As far as a director goes, I would probably want to work with J.J. Abrams.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I could have guessed that, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah. Basic.
Basic.
Yeah.
Jeremy, what director would you want to shoot for?
I don't know. I don't know. Name some directors. I can't think of any right now.
Villanueva.
Steven Spielberg.
David Fincher.
All of those would be
Tarantino.
dope. All of that would be dope.
Tarantino is so Western. I feel like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like
Wachowskis.
you would really want to. You'd want to work for a director that's not only gonna push you, but also like give you a little bit more of like a control to say, hey, look, why don't we try it this way? But hey, this is your shot. Like, go do
See,
it. I think
all the directors you guys named are cool, but like they all have their distinctive style
Yeah,
because
exactly.
these DPs
Yeah.
always shoot with them.
I would
so
say-
it's like if someone else starts shooting with them,
yeah,
it completely feels different.
yeah.
About Nolan. He's had two cinematographers. And
Yeah,
they
two
don't-
of some of the best cinematographers in Hollywood.
What about Matthew Vaughn?
Who shot Dark Knight?
Wally Pfister.
Who shot Interstellar?
Hoyt Van Hoytema. Which Hoyt Van Hoytema is very distinctive looking movies. It's cool. But like Wally Pfister left to direct Transcendence with Johnny Depp, which totally bombed. Meanwhile, Hoyt Van Hoytema came in and picked up the slack as an emerging new cinematographer in Hollywood.
What actors would you want to
Shoot.
shoot? Yeah, I guess.
Brie Larson would be cool.
I think Brie just has this. Way, dude. She's-
Natalie Portman.
Whoa.
Really want to shoot with Natalie Portman. That would be
Whoa,
so
dude,
cool.
I didn't even think about Natalie, bro.
That's so heavy. Like, I don't know. Like, am I shooting? Am I watching the frame, or am I just kind of drifting, just watching her perform?
Yeah, dude. She.
That's
is
happened a couple
freaking-
times,
oh my
like
God.
on a set where I'm shooting something, but then I'm so into the story and how the acting is playing out on set. I'm looking through the eyepiece and I notice myself. I'm kind of drifting. Oh shit! Like I'm lost in whatever it is they're doing because I forget to operate the camera. It's like I feel like it's such a crazy feeling because I'm the one behind the camera. You guys don't really experience that much, but when you're sitting behind the camera and I'm watching my monitor or I'm watching my eyepiece, it literally looks like I'm watching a movie. Every take, it looks like I'm just watching a movie. And so sometimes certain scenes and certain performances are so good, I'm like, I'm just watching this and I'm watching a movie. I was like, oh, wait, I forgot I have to move the camera.
Dude, there's
And
a,
operate.
You saw Requiem for a Dream, right?
Yeah.
There's the scene where Jared Leto's mom is, or grandma actually, they're having conversation. She's like saying that she's old and she's like feels really. Apparently, there's the take where it's like the wide shot. The cinematographer apparently like started crying like during her
Oh, man.
monologue, and like you could see the camera move a little bit, but like they kept it because it
Yeah.
was such a good take.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's heavy, dog.
That's
Crazy.
powerful, dude.
right?
That's dude. That's. I would want to work with Hugh Jackman.
Bro,
That would be dope. Yeah.
Hugh Jackman.
I'm surprised you haven't said Ryan Gosling, dude.
Ryan. I feel like me and Ryan would shoot the shit too much.
Okay.
You and Ryan would be too much like Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
on
dude.
Life.
We would. Yeah, we would be too bad. Yeah, it would. We would get nothing done.
Were they just homies?
Oh, dude, have you not seen their
Oh
interviews
my
together?
goodness.
I've seen a couple. I saw one where they were like, I don't know, making signs and guessing things about each other. It was quite
Yeah,
ridiculous.
dude. They
Yeah.
are.
That like the producers had to take them aside and like, listen, guys, you're wasting a lot of our money. You guys need to stop like goofing around on set all the time because like
Yeah, dude.
like-
They're like us. They're like us. Yeah.
That's awesome.
they're having and like during all the press tours, like they were having just so much fun in their interviews.
That's
Oh,
dope.
they're like best pals.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome.
Have you
so
not seen
much
those
fun to watch.
ridiculous photos on Twitter that are like, "Hey, saw this new so this is Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and their son Jake Gyllenhaal." It's photos of them on a red carpet. It's like, what's happening with these? Yeah, it was like a whole spread that they did.
That's
Absolutely
cool.
ridiculous.
That's a cool thing to hear about.
Yeah, dude. I think
Just actors being friends with each other.
who-
Ryan Reynolds, dude. I
Yeah,
want
dude.
to. I want to work with Ryan Reynolds, man. That guy seems awesome.
yeah, dude. Ryan Reynolds seems like a freaking great actor to work with.
Yeah, he seems like a lot of fun.
Someone that would like really just. I would be a sponge around that guy. He's done everything.
He really has.
Comedy, horror,
Action,
action, drama, superhero action.
super indie stuff. Like
He's indie. He's done he's producer, director. He's done it all. It's like same thing with Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling is someone that I think that I would love to work with, but I don't know if I would want to work with him either. I don't know. It's like that, like when you put someone on a pedestal kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Like I look up to him so much, I don't know if I'd want to work with him so much.
I feel you. That makes sense.
I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's hard to explain.
I think the actors that I would want to work with. Do you guys know who Naomi Harris is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd really want to work with her.
She dope.
She dope. Shia LaBeouf. I'd want to work with Shia LaBeouf.
Ooh, I don't know if I'd want to work with Shia, dude.
Oh no, actually, I would want to work with Michael B. Jordan. I've heard he's a lot of fun on set.
It's dope.
Director-wise, I would want to work with Danny Boyle probably, or Barry Jenkins.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Or
I'd like to try shooting for Barry Jenkins or Danny Boyle. Yeah, actually, those are very powerful directors.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
I don't think I'd want to shoot for Quentin Tarantino.
Ooh, I would want to
It's
work with
just
Leo.
a lot to live up to.
Leo,
I don't want
That's
to work with Leo.
I'd
a
want to
lot
work
of
with
film.
Leo.
I don't know, man.
Why
I don't
would-
know.
I don't know about that, man.
I feel
I
so
haven't
small.
heard a lot of great things about Leo as
Really?
a person.
Oh yikes!
And-
I actually don't pay attention to anything about Leo other than like
His acting,
Yeah.
which I think me, Jeremy, and Angela were talking about this the other day. The better the actor, sometimes
more terrible the person.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, and it's
Very
like
rarely is it not is it not like good
Says-
good person, good actor.
Well, look at
People
Christian Bale,
who's,
man.
like the most passionate and in tune with their emotional states.
and it's like not anything against him.
Mhm.
Dude is super talented. It's just like I would not feel comfortable
Okay,
acting
fair enough.
opposite
I'd
of.
take that back then. I don't want to work with Leonardo da
I
Vinci.
mean, you can still work with Leonardo da Vinci, but Leonardo da Vinci is
Leo Dio?
Leo Dio. I'll stick with respecting him from a distance.
Fair
I want
enough.
to shoot with Jack Black.
Yeah,
That would be fun. Hell yeah, let me shoot with Jack Black.
Oh man, I would.
Skiddly-doo.
I
Oh,
wouldn't get
dude.
anything done.
Oh man, me and Jack would have a freaking blast, dude. We would just
Okay.
sing. We would just sing. We'd just go on singing tangents
True.
and start skiddling.
Just jam. Start
And
jamming.
skidlying.
Jam-a-lamming.
Oh man.
I'll
Who
try
do
shooting
I?
with Emily Blunt. That'd be dope.
Yeah, I bet she's pretty blunt.
Okay.
I hear she's a sweetheart.
Daniel Lemmer on Facebook asks, if you could turn a comic book into a movie like Watchmen, what would it be and why? Wait, what? Specifically like Watchmen?
Like
No,
graphic
like
novel?
Yeah, I think he means like a graphic novel.
Oh, okay, my bad. What would it be and why?
Oh,
Huh.
Shinobi.
I would do.
Oh, that would be cool.
I would do Outcast, but I wouldn't do it in a show. I would do it in a trilogy. Outcast is and I would shoot it the way that you see it in the comic book panels. Like it would be very contrast, and it would be very shrouded in darkness and like really stylistic. It would just be a super crazy dark movie. I'd probably want someone like, it would look a lot like how you see Girl with a Dragon Tattoo.
Okay. Whoa.
It would be it would be super dark. The darkest part of what you would see, like when you see like, there's a specific kind of dark when you saw like oh man, True Detective the first season, how dark that dark country was. That's how it would look, like dark Western. Like it's that way, like
Yeah, that was dark.
yeah, Preacher does it in its own way, but it really is very it is still very comic based. Like it's very dynamic. Everything is like shock value. Everything is quiet to loud. I wouldn't want that. I would want subtle horror built into this. I would want like the way that it is so great because it's an adventure film. An adventure film that's tackling a horror film.
Okay.
So like My Bloody Valentine.
No. So like if you've seen it, some of the greatest parts about it is that it's all these outcasts coming together, finding each other, having to deal with this demon organism thing, having to deal with their own fears, and then coming together and dealing with those fears together, but also individually, and then having their falling out, and then coming back and actually defeating it, right? And that's what I would want for Outcast, but just a tiny bit darker, just a tiny bit. Because if you read that comic, it's almost like The Walking Dead. Like there's no comedy in that. There's almost like sometimes there's almost like no light at the end of the tunnel type of thing. Whereas like Preacher, dark Western, but still kind of almost funny at times.
Yeah.
Like it's like the way that you see
There's a lightheartedness.
Yeah,
to
it's
it.
like there's a lightheartedness to it. Like you see like people get shot and you're just like, oh, and you're like, oh man, that was crazy. And you have a smile on your face, like, wait, why am I smiling? Because that was so ridiculous. That's why.
Whereas
I
Outcast,
wouldn't.
you'd be like, oh man.
No, I would be like, oh no. Yeah, it would be just very gritty. Whereas like the show is great, but I wouldn't want it.
It's funny that you want to make something so like distinctively dark and stressful when you don't like watching those things.
I don't. You're drawn to what makes you uncomfortable as an actor, man. It's just one of those things. It's just
like looking at a bad car accident.
you're just like, yeah, it's like it's watching a train on fire. It's so terrible to watch it, but you can't keep your eyes off of it. It's like, what's going to happen next, right?
Did you hear about the Unbreakable sequel, by the way? Speaking of trains, it's called Glass. Yeah, sounds pretty cool. I want
sequel or prequel?
Glass, right? With the Bruce Willis movie, right?
Yeah, the Bruce
Mr.
Willis
Glass,
movie.
dude.
They're tying it
With
in
Sammy J.
Split.
Dude, did you see Split?
I still haven't seen Split. I need to see Split.
M. Night Shyamalan's return to form?
Dude, screw that. James McAvoy. That's who I want to work with.
Okay.
I want to work with James McAvoy, dude.
Cool.
Okay. Oh yeah. That'd be
Dude,
great.
you guys need to see Atomic Blonde. I want to work with James McAvoy.
Okay.
Dude, they have interviews
Also
with
Charlize
like,
Theron.
those girls that were with him, and they were like, they would ask them questions like, hey, how was it working with James? And they would just be like, I don't know. Like, they're like, I don't know if I'll ever have this kind of experience again on camera, because he would just like switch.
That's crazy.
Because he's playing 23.
playing a lot.
It's like 20
Damn.
different personalities. Yeah, and he has.
I'll need to see this
It's
film.
freaking nuts, dude. It's crazy.
I'd like to try my hand at Constantine or Hellboy in a series.
Like
That'd be
dark, like
graphic novel
type
type.
into like a show or a movie.
Can't think of any specific graphic novels. There was a graphic novel called Nemesis that seemed pretty interesting. It was like the concept was like, what if Batman and the Joker were the same guy? He's basically like a crazy supervillain. He dresses in all. He looks like an all-white Batman. He like his costume is all white, smooth cowl, no ears, and then he's got like this bloody smile, and he's like, shh. It's pretty sick. You should definitely check that out. That would be an interesting concept to tackle. It's just like a story about a supervillain. So, or Invincible. That's a cool story. I think they're already doing it though. So,
What's that about?
Invincible. Yeah. So I've only read a little bit of it, and it's pretty interesting. Follows this dude whose name is remarkably close to Nightwing's. Something Grayson. Damn it.
Richard.
What?
Richard.
Richard. It's Image Comics, and
Read
my
a lot
brain
of
is
Dark
like
Horse
completely
graphic novels. I don't remember what Dark Horse graphic novels I read though. It was a long time ago. They had it at my local library to check out. Yeah,
That's cool.
interesting.
Mark. I don't know how I forgot his name. Anyway, yeah, he's got powers. He's like, you find out that he's like, oh wait, no, I shouldn't spoil that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
That's all I got. It's gonna be cool. We kind of have to wrap up early because Tony has to go
Take a poopy.
No.
What? No, that's not it.
pick up his baby.
Oh, only me?
She's getting big though.
She is. She's
like a
big-
toddler
She's a
now.
little big booger.
Yeah. Alrighty then.
Sorry for the lack of energy on this episode, guys. Hopefully we'll be back and in action next week. And yeah, it'll be great. Still a lot of work to do on the next minute matchup, the couple videos and the vlogs and all that. So they're coming. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking around. And yeah, if you guys want to follow us at Danny Lechep on Twitter and Instagram, Jeremy Lee with 3 Ys on Instagram, and Twitter at Noel Lechef on Twitter and at NowEw on Instagram. And Tony's at Walk on Tony on both of them. Follow us on Facebook. Check it out. And yeah, we love you guys. We will see you later.
We love you. Whoa. We just splice all together all of the shots of Jeremy screaming.